All right, we're going to go to Bay St. Louis. We're going to keep it on the coast here and talk to Susan. Susan, good evening. What can we help you with?
Hey, Susan.
I have a lawyer that me and my husband retained to help us with the estate of his deceased son from last year.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And we haven't been able to contact the lawyer. We've sent him texts and emails and everything, but he hasn't responded. The last time we had contact with him was in March, and we don't know what to do at this point.
All right, Susan. Hey, let me ask real quick before you jump in there. Was that March of this year?
March of this year.
Okay.
The son passed away September of last year, but the last contact with him was in March.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Susan, I'm happy to kind of talk about that. First of all, what I would say is, it is kind of a new day with COVID, and I know of people that, quite frankly, unexpectedly kind of dropped out of the workforce, became difficult to get because of COVID. Now, thank goodness, I think we're kind of coming out of that issue. Things are, with the vaccinations and things. But, this is not, I've heard this before. We've gotten these calls before. And what I would recommend is I would communicate with his office, try to speak to maybe his secretary, his office, and just set an appointment. You don't have to talk to the lawyer to set an appointment, but, so I would set an appointment, find out what's going on. And I agree, that is a bit length of time, but, hard to say. I would certainly give your lawyer an opportunity to explain, there are sometimes legitimate reasons that he would not be responding. For example, some jury trials can last weeks at a time. There are things like that that may be occurring, that may be occurring in your lawyer's personal life or professional life that can prevent him from responding. So, March is a bit, it is May, I get it. But so call his office, talk to his secretary or staff member, receptionist, get an appointment, come in, and then you can hopefully get the answers you need. And if you don't, well, then you may have some other decisions you have to make. But I would start with that.
Well, and Matt, you've said it on this show before. This is a contractual relationship, and if you are not happy with your counsel, it's not a marriage. You can break this thing. I mean, it's necessary. I mean, that'd be a lot, but you're right.
No, I agree, and it's one of the easiest contracts to break. All you have to do is just send a letter saying, "No, thank you. I'm moving a different direction. Please, please give me my file." So it does happen, and I would say that's not an ideal situation, but it does happen, quite frankly, frequently. Sometimes, through no fault and just circumstances, lawyer and clients, they may be lockstep for a while, and then as the case develops, things develop, they may get out of step, and sometimes it's best, to move on to a different attorney because you need to be very comfortable, very happy with the person, the man or woman that's representing you in court. So it's okay to change lawyers. It really is.